Excellency Lotay Tshering, Prime Minister of Bhutan, Her Excellency Sahle-Work Zewde, President of Ethiopia, His Excellency Shalo Salwai, Prime Minister of Vanuatu, also Mr. Mustafa Bakouri, who is President of MASEN, the Moroccan Agency for Solar Energy, and the President of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina. Thank you very much indeed. So, Prime Minister Tshering, as chair of the group, what will the least developed countries do to tackle the challenges posed by climate change? And I must remind you all, you have about 3 minutes. Thank you.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I share my thoughts on climate change, a vivid image of lush green valleys, crisp river, snow-clad mountains comes to my mind. And that image, actually, I'm trying to describe my country, Bhutan. And my aspiration as head of the government is to hand over my country in the same state to the next generation that's coming up. But will I be able to do that? I doubt if the climate change hazards goes on unchecked. I take a lot of pride today to be speaking on behalf of LTC groups, which we all know that LTCs are disproportionately affected by the hazards of climate change. LTCs are ready with our enhanced nationally determined contributions, national adaptation plans, and long-term, low-carbon, climate-resilient strategies by 2020. We need your support to implement these initiatives. LTCs can do it. You can see the example of Bhutan. We're a small mountainous country, but with the visionary leadership of our kings, we are carbon negative today. Thank you. Many decades back, when we used to talk about forest of Bhutan, we always talked about environment. We never talked about climate change because we didn't realize it will come so soon. But yet, our far-sighted visionary kings have clearly spelled out in our constitution that Bhutan must at least have 60% of our country under forest cover. And today we have 72%. And most of these forests, thank you. And most of these forests is actually protected legally as biological corridors and national parks, so that none of us can make use of that for commercial purpose. That's why Bhutan has always been a peace-loving country, and we didn't really bother whether we are in the least developed countries group or not, because we always approach the philosophy of cross-national happiness. We call upon all the countries to submit the enhanced climate pledge and long-term low greenhouse emission strategy by 2020. We are all aware that 1.5 degree centigrade target as per Paris Agreement is no more good. Excellencies, as Secretary General so passionately called for this morning, allow me to present concrete plans on behalf of the LTC Group. Our vision is to deliver climate-resilient pathway by 2030 and net zero emission by 2050. This is not just a statement. We will be using the Life AR initiatives and numerous other LTC activities to fulfill the vision. To initiate this movement, we just need about USD 450 million, and we will be offering this for our global community. We ask you to invest in our institutions, capabilities, net zero economies, and most important of all, we request you to invest in our genuine intentions. As a very passionate, actively operating surgeon, and now as head of the government, I would like to draw an analogy here. I have seen so many patients, and whenever patients come to us, we always advise them what to do and what not to do, what to eat and what not to eat. Some listen Many of them, they don't listen to our advices, only to come back down the line with incurable disease. And on climate change, I see exactly the same. Evidence is there. Scientists are telling us what to do, what not to do. If you don't listen to them, one day we will have a world with incurable disease. So with this, we have to take historic steps, bold decisions. Let's listen to our younger generation. Let's keep their world lush green, their rivers crisp, their mountains snow-clad.
Thank you.
I wish this climate change action a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister.